What's going on, everybody? What's happening? What's happening? It's your boy, Bigg Q, and I'm joined by my partner in crime, my main man, Glass from GetWittedSports. What's going on, Glass?
What's up, fam? Hey, everybody out there, we appreciate you joining in. It's going to be something live, something we're going to be talking about after we get done with it.
Yes, it's gonna be good. I think this is what the game been missing, Glass. I know we messed around with this a little bit, not last season, but the season before last, and it was dope. We had a good time doing it. I feel like if I'm gonna go and debate somebody, go heads up, it's gonna be with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I respect your NFL IQ and I respect your NFL knowledge. I do.
Same here.
I'm gonna go ahead and tip the cap to you before I destroy you.
Okay, all right. You know, we're still gonna be friends afterwards.
You know, man, how we do.
This personal.
Absolutely. So man, look so far, like I was checking out, week 3, and I know it's still the beginning of the season, and I know we still got a long way to go, man. We're still trying to work out a lot of kinks. But man, my picks and the way I've been looking at the NFL all over the place. I'm trying to nail this down. And I'm having a hard time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you doing on the other end over there.
Man, you ain't the only one. After the games I seen yesterday, I just sat there and scratched my head like, I ain't gonna know this stuff. Right. I don't know anybody. Right. I don't know anybody's identity.
Yes.
I don't know how they're gonna play. So usually around week 3, we kind of know who's gonna be.
Normally things start shaking out, right? But now you got the Buffalo Bills responding to what was going on last week when their main man retired on them at halftime. You know, you got stuff like that going on. You got the Patriots not looking nothing like the Patriots. You know what I mean? And you got the Houston Texans, who everybody heaped all this praise on going into the season. Not looking so good. I think they're 0-3 right now. Is that right?
Yep, exactly.
Oh, I am trying to tell you. Joshua B is in the building. What's going on, Josh? Was over there on Twitch holding it down. That's my man over there. Listen, if y'all want to join the conversation, you can hit us up on Twitter using the hashtag UA Fallout. That's the hashtag for this particular program. Also, you can join us in our chat. We are broadcasting live on Twitch, on YouTube, TeamBoydTV YouTube station for now, and also the what I'm missing, Twitch, Periscope,
YouTube. Oh, you say YouTube?
Yes.
Yep.
And then we'll work out some logistics for next week. We're gonna try to streamline this thing into some urban arena action. But we'll keep y'all posted. Follow us on Twitter to make sure y'all do that. Glass, it's time to do it. It's time for me to bust your ass, dude. Let's debate some stuff.
Knuckle up, bro.
So you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I feel like, and this is my own personal opinion, and we'll bring it to you to see how you feel about it. But your boy Clay Matthews got to be one of the densest dudes I think I've met in quite a while. I want to say, because this is why I say this. I say this because I don't know how you can possibly get caught doing the same thing for 2 weeks in a row. And then you complain about it for 2 weeks in a row. Like the rules changed from last week. It was just 7 days ago, Glass, when Clay Matthews sacked Kirk Cousins, got hit with the penalty and everything for roughing the passer. You cannot put your body weight on the quarterback when you're hitting him. Hey, hold on, I'm still talking. Okay, all right. He does it again this week, and then he's very upset because flags come flying his way, and he looking around like, what the hell? Like he is completely innocent in this whole situation. You can't commit the same crime twice and expect a different outcome, Glass. It's impossible. I'm just saying. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I go ahead?
You can go. It's your turn.
To me, I want somebody to actually tell me what's a textbook tackle, because what he did last week on Cousins seemed to be textbook. And how you sitting there talking about how you do the same offense twice, because the offense that he had wasn't an offense. He properly tackled each of these quarterbacks the same way. So yeah, I'll be upset too if you don't sit here and I'm doing it. You know what?
Did you see the replay?
Yeah, I seen the replay.
Did you see the replay?
I seen the replay.
Did you not see him laying with all his body weight? And then really? on this particular hit this week,
when you tackle, how you supposed to tackle?
So look, this is the way it looks.
So I'm supposed to lay you. I'm supposed to come at you sideways,
everybody say that. Everybody say it. No, there's ways to do it. Look, look. There's ways to do it. I see people make open field tackles all the time. What happened to shoulder? Or what? So why when you sack a quarterback? Why when you make that quarterback sack? Why must it be so dramatic? Why must it be like you got to really try to drill it?
Serious?
I'm being real serious right now. When you see open field tackles, I saw Shaq Thompson yesterday for the Carolina linebacker for the Carolina Panthers put a hit on somebody yesterday. Straight up shoulder tackle. Boom, he hit him. And then he stood up and looked at him like, what you gonna do? Didn't fall on him. Nobody wait on nobody. Shaq Thompson still standing upright. The dude that he just crushed is laying there, holding his stuff like, yo, what just hit me? Why you can't hit a quarterback like that? That's all I'm asking. Yeah,
Yeah, because you sit here, you said it was an open tackle.
Open field tackle.
When you do tackling quarterback, you got to go through the offensive line.
Yeah.
Get to the quarterback. Mm-hmm. Now that one yesterday, he had a straight shot to the quarterback.
Yeah.
But he didn't put his man. Come on, if you gonna put somebody down, you're gonna put somebody down.
Yeah.
He didn't pick him up. He didn't slam him down, and Clay Matthews didn't come off his feet.
Yeah.
He just tackled him the right way. I thought that was, especially the Cousins one last week. That was a perfect tackle. So
well,
I have no problem with him.
If this had been 3 years ago, I'd agree. Which I'd been like, yo, I thought the hit was a nice hit. It's just the fact that we in the era, right, where the rules are the rules. You can't put your full body weight on the quarterback when you hit him. Listen, you just got fined for this last week, bro. It was just a big deal last week. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, it's only been 7 days. Ain't nothing changed since then. Nothing. The rules ain't changed. And you do it again. And then you get upset when the flags come your way. I don't understand it, Glass. I don't get it.
Number one, shouts out to Pat Coltrane. He just joined us. And I say he agreeing with what you saying.
Absolutely. Panther fam, stand up.
Man, whatever. Right. Listen, you explain. I want somebody to actually show me how Clay's supposed to tackle this quarterback. He head was to the side.
Yeah.
He wrapped him up.
Yeah.
And he put him down.
Yes.
He didn't put no weight on him.
Actually, he didn't put no weight on him.
He didn't come. I'll put it to you like this. He didn't come off his feet. Like like the Vikings did to Aaron Rodgers.
No. I'm gonna tell you how I know that Clay Matthews was violated. If you watch the play, now I should have brought the footage to show it to you. But if you watch the play, he know that he's actually putting his weight on the quarterback because he actually put his hands out like this when he's falling down. Because he knew that everybody was watching him. He actually had his hands out when they fell, which means that he couldn't even brace himself to stop his weight from falling on the quarterback. I'm just saying, watch the replay. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I seen him when he put his hands out, but come on, man. You know good and well that was a legit sack.
Like I said, 3 years ago, I would have loved it. I would have loved it. It's just,
you know what? I tell you what, this is what they need to do. They need to go ahead and keep the red jerseys on the quarterback and just say, just touch it. Don't tackle. That's all.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I find crazy. I listened to Aaron Rodgers on the radio last week talking about, him and he's speaking for the rest of the quarterbacks in the league, saying that they not down with this new rule. Now this rule was created because of one Aaron Rodgers, and he's saying he don't welcome this rule. He don't like it. He don't like the fact that they put quarterbacks on this pedestal. It's making them look like they're not legitimate tough guys when they got to be pretty much the toughest dudes on the field. And he's saying, hey, I don't like it. I don't believe him, Glass. I don't. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean you don't believe him?
I don't believe him.
He probably don't believe him.
The rule was created.
Don't believe him because his boy's getting taxed.
Right.
And basically costing them games by doing so. Yeah. But man, come on, man. I haven't heard any QB saying that they legit with this rule.
Look, the only reason why I harp on it the way I do is because this is only happening to Clay Matthews. Okay, right? Like, look, I know it was more than just that one sack that happened yesterday, right? It was more than look. Cam got sacked yesterday. No, Cam didn't. But I know who got sacked. Drew Brees got sacked a couple times. Deshaun Watson got sacked a couple times. People got sacked yesterday. But how come?
This is my question. No. Here's my question. There's a difference. Clay Matthews had a beeline to the quarterback while these other sacks, they grab and pulling them down and wrapping them up. Clay Matthews having a beeline straight to the quarterback. I think that's probably the main reason why he's getting called, because there's no interference. You're going straight to the quarterback. Like,
he getting targeted because
Khalil Mack and all them come around the corner.
Look, I will tell you why he getting targeted. He getting targeted because after the game, he's been a linebacker for all his life. He's been playing the game for a long time. But only reason why he getting targeted because after the game, when they put a microphone on his face, he act like he don't know. Like, I don't know why why is this happening to me? Like,
oh, come on, Q. You can't be hating like this, man. Because I'm the
just
same
saying.
way. I don't understand what they're looking for. I do not understand what they're looking for. So what you're
Right.
telling me is if I got a clean shot at the quarterback, don't take it.
No, you take it.
No,
but you make sure you don't land with all your body weight on. That's all you got to do.
That's what I'm saying about these other sacks in the NFL.
Yeah.
They coming around the corner,
Yeah.
they're grabbing them and then pulling them down.
Right.
He got straight shots to these quarterbacks. And I think that's the problem right there.
Look, I definitely think it takes away from the game a little bit. I don't like it. It's just only reason why, like I said, I'm on the side of because it may sound like I'm not with the defenders when they say they're frustrated with this. I am. It's just that Clay Matthews, he's the only dude who don't got hit with the same charge 2 times in a 7-day span, and that's the only reason why I bring it. Look, I understand where they're coming from. I think the rule is booty. I think it's hard enough to make tackles in this league anyway, and so I completely understand. It's just you can't be the guy who getting flagged every week for it. No, you can't be the only guy that's getting flagged for it, and nobody else is getting flagged for it. So it's something he's doing that's wrong. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't.
Okay.
But that's where I was on it. So what you got for me?
All right, man. I'm just gonna put it like this. As we all seen last night on Sunday Night Football, the AFC champion New England Patriots got whooped by the Detroit Lions. And right now, their record is 1-2. While you had they tied with the Buffalo Bills, New York Jets, while the Miami Dolphins stay undefeated. My thing is, let me hear what you got to say. I believe the New England Patriots will not win the AFC East. I believe they're going to have troubles over there.
So here's my issue with that statement. I've heard that statement this morning, and my knee-jerk reaction would be to agree with you. It's just I done seen things, man. You know what I'm saying? I done seen things, man. I done seen the New England Patriots come out opening week and get obliterated by the Kansas City Chiefs. The very next year come out and get destroyed by the Houston Texans. I've seen things, man. You know what I mean? So it's hard for me to it's only week 3. They dropped 2. Right. They had a real bad game last night. It was a lot of stuff going on. You had Matt Patricia over there working extra hard. And, then I hear people saying, maybe Bill Belichick's play calling was a little bit off because he was trying to placate his student a little bit, make him look a little bit better. And, this L don't mean nothing. He kind of gave it to his student to make him feel better about himself. I don't know. But, that them people keep everything in the family. I know they play on different teams and all that kind of stuff, but I wouldn't put nothing past them. They always work together some kind of way. But, I think the Patriots are fine. I think they have some issues. Right. I think, the lack of star power on that team is definitely starting to shine through. The old adage of, Tom Brady can make anybody look good. Tom Brady can shine up a turd. I think we get to the point where, that ain't, I mean, it's only so, you can only be so bad but Tom Brady can make you look like passable as an NFL player. I think the people he got on the team right now are just not good enough, and it's harder than it would have been in years past for Tom Brady to do what he did. And that's what I'm gonna say. I don't think they're in that much trouble. I still think they are a 10-win team. Actually, I don't believe we're gonna get there with the Jets. I don't think we're gonna get to 10 with the Jets. I think the Jets are doing okay. I think when it's all said and done, the New England Patriots will still have 10 wins on their resume. Now I don't know what that says about Miami. But, they might be somewhat close. But I think at the end of it all, I think New England still comes out victorious. And they still win the division. It's going to be challenging this year, though. That's all. It's like, Tom Brady ain't getting no younger. And it gets harder. It just gets harder every year, So they're not giving them no new talent. They're trading away everybody. Well, and then you got Josh Gordon waiting in the wings. He might change some things in a little bit. You never know. But I think people need to chill. The Patriots going to be all right. What you got?
All right. Maybe because I hate the Patriots so much.
Yeah.
That's really why I'm jumping on this bandwagon. But this is what I come up with. Like I said, 1-2, they 2 games behind the Dolphins. Got that. Dolphins undefeated. I'm not saying the Dolphins are world beaters by any stretch of the means, but I've been impressed with what I've seen with the Dolphins, especially yesterday, even though it was against the lowly Raiders. But I'm impressed with what they're saying. But let's talk about Camelot, aka the New England Patriots. Just like you saying, they got problems inside Castle than outside on this field. Number one, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick. They seem like they bumping heads. Like you said, Belichick got rid of people, got rid of players. Elderman, when he comes back, I don't think he's going to be anything too much different than what they have already.
Right.
Josh Gordon, and this is what I got to say about Josh Gordon, not to step out the subject, I don't think he'll be available. I think this is too much for him. He thought he had it bad with the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
You go into this team that's basically pristine and everything. And I just think this is my opinion. Mm-hmm. I believe he has anxiety problems.
Yeah.
If you ever heard, he said ever since college and NFL, before every game, he's either drunk or high. He's trying to block all that, you know, he got the anxiety before the game, and that's how he blocks it out and plays like he plays. Now he's trying to get off the drugs, trying to get off the alcohol. And I think he missed that practice when he got booted, or at the beginning of the season, he said he can't play yet. Give me some time. I think he's dealing with that anxiety, and it's building up on him. Yeah. And for the fact that he went to the Patriots, I think that's gonna bother him. So you know how the best thing they say is the best ability is availability. I don't think they're gonna get that with Josh Gordon. But all that being said, though,
you still think they're in trouble.
Yeah, the New England's in trouble. They're long in the tooth. Mm-hmm. They got rid of their defensive coordinator, beat them last night, so they got a new defensive coordinator. I don't know how he's going to gel with the team. I just think there's a lot of stuff going on at one time. Same thing with the Pittsburgh Steelers, where they don't have enough time to adjust to win these games. So I don't see 10 games. I can see 8 games.
Ooh, 8. That's a significant drop off. I mean, that is
it happens. It happens.
You know, Sports Talk Network, Steve is in the building. What's going on, Steve? He's like, Pat's going to be fine. Matt knows the Pats well, and that was why his team won last night by 21. But I do think Pats will win the AFC still.
No. Well, what happened to Jacksonville? I'm just saying.
Look, Jacksonville was just simply better than New England. Now, because, you know, honestly, I don't believe that the Lions are better than the New England Patriots. I don't believe that. Now, last night dictated something different. You know, Bill Belichick said it, that, you know, they was outcoached, and maybe that was it. Maybe with all this extra curricular stuff going on out, like you said, outside of what's really going on, maybe it provided a little bit of a distraction that Belichick kind of threw him off his game. You know what I mean? Like, for whatever reason, they lost the game, and it was a game that should have been winnable by every stretch of the imagination. It shouldn't have been a problem, right? And it was. You know,
this is what I gotta say. You know what? I know they've had this long stretch of being on top all this time.
Yeah.
Like I tell people, I told somebody this morning at work, when is it going to stop?
It's going to have to stop sooner or later.
It's going to have to stop sooner than later.
Right. Absolutely. I think this will be a test for them this season, because I think it's the worst that we've seen the Patriots as far as the roster, the talent level that they have on the team, the star power that they got on the team, the talent that they got at the coaching level. It's a lot different. I think the situation is pretty much the worst situation they've been in a long time. It's just that, you know, their system and the way they like to do stuff, I just still feel like they'll be okay at the end of the day. I feel like they're going to barely scrape by. You know, I still think they can probably hit that number 10. They can, I mean, based on, especially if you just look at their schedule, they might be able to pull it off. It's just, you know, but I'm thinking, like, damn, if you losing to the Lions, ain't nobody seen that coming. So I don't know, right? What's next? You gonna lose to the Cardinals? I mean, what?
Hey, well, let's think. Next week they got the undefeated Dolphins in Gillette Stadium, so that's gonna be a litmus test of how they're gonna do in the AFC.
You know, and judging by the way the season's been going through 3 weeks, I wouldn't be in Vegas putting all my money on Miami right now. I'm just saying, I'm gonna throw that out early. I know it's early in the week. It's Monday. I'm just saying, just based on what's
win this game, because they can't fall behind. So then, if they lose this game, they'd be 1-3, and the Patriots, and the Dolphins be 4-0.
Yeah,
they got to get this game. But we'll see.
We'll see. We'll definitely see. So let's swing it out west, man. And it's sad. And I don't know how you feel about it. The 49ers, man, like last season, they had, the savior roll up on the white horse, and Jimmy Garoppolo was gonna save them, man. Was gonna bring them back to prominence. won the closing 4 or 5 games with them. Came out early in the season. I think he won the first game of the season, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then he dropped the next 2. Now he's look like he's gonna be on the shelf. It look like it's gonna be a season-ending injury for Jimmy Garoppolo. And man, if you Niners Empire, how do you feel this morning, Glass? And I'm laughing, but I know it ain't funny. I'm just saying,
Sick to your stomach. Cause who's the backup?
I have Beathard.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hey, you know what? Call it the season. You try again. Then we're not even sure they could try again next year. We don't know how he's going to recuperate and all that stuff. Yeah. And I don't know. Is it official that he tore his ACL?
Well, we're gonna find out later today.
I'll put it like this: when I seen the replay and I seen his knee go that one direction wasn't supposed to go, I think it might be.
See, this is why I feel so bad is because man, like ain't nothing like getting that spark of hope. Like, oh, we got a new quarterback. This changes things. I mean, for the last, they haven't been right since the Colin Kaepernick disaster. Like ever since that Super Bowl in New Orleans, the team been on a downward spiral, right?
Exactly.
And look, Garoppolo gives them hope. He gives them like some joy, like we can win some games, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as if they get the gift, it gets revoked. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean that is the worst thing ever, man. And I feel so bad for him. But I gotta say, I was looking at the state of the NFC West, and with the Seahawks playing subpar, the Arizona Cardinals subpar. It was pretty much gonna be the Rams, who are phenomenal right now, and maybe the 49ers, right?
Right.
Now it's like straight ahead, full steam ahead for the Los Angeles Rams. Like what's gonna stop them?
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I feel bad because the head coach sounded so sad when he was in the news conference talking about how he feel about Garoppolo and how the season's gonna go. Yeah. And let's not forget they lost their star running. Well, they starting running back McKinnon. Yeah. Same thing, torn ACL. So their run game got damaged. Their passing game got damaged. They gave Carlos Hyde to who did they give him to? To the Browns.
They gave him to the Browns, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's jamming on the Browns. I know they wish they had him back, but you this is the cards you dealt with. Now we're gonna see how good of a coach he is.
I'm telling you,
rally the troops and do something.
Got to do something, man. But I don't know if Beathard is your guy. I don't know. We saw some glimpses of him last season.
Yeah,
and I don't think, and that's the reason why they end up putting Garoppolo in at week week 14.
Yeah,
somewhere around in that week 13, week 14, they put him in.
No, he won 5 games for him, so that's what week
12.
12, yeah,
yeah, because Beathard he wasn't getting it done. I'm surprised he actually was able to hang on to his number 2 job coming out of camp. To be honest with you, because they had another guy down there who I thought he was a journeyman, but he gone and he didn't make the team. Forget who it was off the top of my head, I can't remember. But man, I think the stock in San Francisco instantly goes in the toilet. It's over for them. Like,
all right, let me throw this out there at you.
Yeah,
I blame Garoppolo for that.
Wow, why? Because they came and sucked up all the money and they couldn't pay nobody else to play back up.
No, I blame him for that play. You sat there and tried to get an extra yard instead of going out of bounds like you should have. Right. You see him. That's the reason why his knee buckled, because he tried to come back in to get the extra yard and his knee buckled instead of running out of bounds and playing for another day. Yeah. So I blame Garoppolo for that.
Well, I know he's somewhere looking at the tape, and he probably blaming himself as well. But you know what it is. So, it's one of those things where you either the GOAT or you the GOAT, right? So, like, in them days that you do that extra stuff and you extend play, and if it turned out the other way, he'd have been the GOAT. But it turned out a different way, and now he's another kind of GOAT. So it is what it is, right? You know what I mean? So, I feel bad. I really wanted to see more competition out west, and it just I'm not gonna get it. I'm just not gonna get it. And I mean, I'm gonna write that division off and just hand it to the Rams right now because look, I'm looking at Seattle and I'm like, I don't know what's going on in Seattle. You got, and I know we're probably gonna talk about him in a minute, but we got what's his face auditioning on the field for the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, you know what I'm saying, right?
That fool, that man. Listen, I don't know how clear he gonna tell y'all he's unhappy being there. Y'all got to do something about that.
He's doing an open audition in the middle of a game. You know what I mean? Like, okay, and he making no secrets about it. Like, none.
Nah.
You know
he didn't show up to practice the last 2 practices. They about to find him. He don't want to be there.
Definitely don't want to be there. So you got all that going on. Russell Wilson, he's trying to struggle to hold it together. He ain't got no weapons. man, they look rough. I mean, if anybody gonna pose a little bit of threat to Los Angeles, it's probably Seattle, but I don't think it's gonna be. You know what I mean? I don't think it's gonna be. So that was the sad story out of San Francisco. What you got?
Let's go back to the AFC North with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just came to find out that they got Le'Veon Bell on the trading block.
Yeah, you surprised?
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. But this is what I'm gonna ask you. This is what I'm gonna ask you. Give me your 5 teams you think he might go to.
Wow. Oh man. So who need a running back? Well, we just talked about there's no running game in Seattle, right? There's no running game in Indy.
About that. Good one.
Right?
Yep.
And a running game in Indy. Who else could use a running back? Let's see. Some of the first two that come off the top of my head.
I'm gonna give you my 5. Mine's real quick. Houston Texans.
Okay, yeah.
They really don't need a running game because Lamar Miller is due, but they 0-3 right now.
They still got Blue too, right?
I think they do. I believe so.
So man, but they not like them over the dudes that's gonna get you over the hill type of running backs, but they serviceable, right?
Right.
Miller and Blue, right? Yeah.
Indianapolis Colts, so agree with that one. The Cleveland Browns.
I don't know. See, you know what? If I'm looking at Cleveland right now and I'm just watching what just happened in transpire, which we'll talk about here in a few minutes, what transpired in Cleveland, I don't really want to mess with that. I think what they got going on right now, and they gelling together at the right tempo, I think you bring a character in there like that, who think he's probably going to have a mentality like he's better than everybody else on the team. I don't think it's a good fit. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't think they're gonna trade to him because that's in your division.
Right, absolutely.
They probably don't want to see him like that, but that'll be the team because number one, there's nobody on that team that you paying. That's your cash cap. You're paying $100 million to.
Absolutely.
You got a rookie quarterback. You got the whole. Everybody's still, I think, on their rookie contract.
A lot of people are, because they've been drafting forever, right? You know,
that'd be the premier team to go to.
Yeah.
Next up is the New York Jets.
New York Jets. I think the New York Jets would probably be a really good fit. It would probably be a real good fit right there. Right. I like that one a lot. Only thing is, though, man, the only thing I'm kind of worried about, and I was worried about the same thing with somebody like Khalil Mack. I was worried about the price tag that was going to come along with signing to play a free agent of that caliber. And I thought about the teams that are out there, and the reason why they don't have a player of that caliber is because the checkbook ain't long enough, right? And so I'm thinking and I don't know where the Jets stand as far as their financial situation is concerned. I just don't know if that price tag that Le'Veon Bell is asking for right now. I think it's gonna leave a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. I got a feeling, man, like that this ain't gonna end well for him unless he changes his mind, man. He already gave up almost $2 million, almost $3 million already. We're giving up 3 game checks at $800-something million,
$800,000, right?
So, and I don't think he's gonna get the money. I don't know. It don't look like it's gonna work out.
There's a fool born every day, bro.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I think Jim Irsay is stupid enough to go ahead and do that.
He might be the one. And you know what? Honestly, the way they feeling right now about themselves, they looking at luck, and and I gotta admit, dude looking all right. And and if they're gonna make a move in that division right now with all the shine being on Jacksonville right now, and nobody's thinking about Tennessee because they got quarterback. He having some issues trying to get back on the field.
Right.
Look, you got your quarterback back. Put some talent around him. You got Hilton, and you got a couple other things going for you. You bring in a running back. They probably that would work. I agree with you. I agree with that one. I think that's probably the best spot. I think Indianapolis is probably the best spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because his tag was $14 million, right? He looking for 17, a long term $17 million a year.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They've done it before. You know what I'm saying? They done it on that running back from Cleveland, right? The Colts did. What was his name? Cleveland drafted him and he played down there for 1 year, and then he went to Indy, and then we saw him for 2 years and he was gone out of the league from there. I forget what the dude's name was. So you know what I'm talking about. But yeah. So Indy have done it. They've done it before. So I don't know if they learned from that mistake, but they've done it before.
Steve from Sports Talk Network said Jacksonville Jaguars might need one due to the injury to their star.
No. They got Leonard Fournette. They'll work that out. They're not going to drop no $17 million.
And Yeldon. They got Yeldon
right now. They're not going to. I mean, it's for the same fact that the reason why the Steelers ain't made no move because Connor is doing his thing, right? So like, if it ain't broke,
that's true.
Fix it, you know what I mean?
But he's no Le'Veon Bell. We all know that. But he's serviceable.
Absolutely. Yes.
Oh, my last team was going to be the 49ers, but that's before.
You're right.
Garoppolo had his little injury.
But but the way Le'Veon's mindset is working right now, if the money right, look, we already discussed that they are absolutely not a contender right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if you Le'Veon, do you really care if they got the change for you?
Like, if you got the money, you got the bags. I'm there.
So like you never know. You know, but look, they done dropped I don't know how many million on Jimmy G. Done lost them for the season. Look, they saving their money because they want to splurge next year in free agency. Because that's really the only thing that's going to get them back right. The draft ain't going to help them immediately if they want to play in that division and get, and especially with the Rams doing what they're doing. The Rams are a season or two away from hoisting the Lombardi Trophy, and people don't want to believe it.
I'm gonna say season. I'm telling you,
right?
The window not open for two. They're gonna have to get it soon.
Oh, absolutely. So so that's what San Francisco's saving their money for. They know that's what they're gonna have to do, right? So I don't know. So I think Indy, in that situation they got going on down there, if it's gonna happen, that's probably gonna be the way. But I knew it. That's why when I saw the story that they were entertaining trade offers, I was not surprised. I was like, because if they really was thinking about if he meant that much to them, I ain't saying that they don't care about him. But I'm just saying but if they were worried about their season being a bust or not based on if Le'Veon Bell was going to be in their backfield, then it worked out something.
Yeah. But then again, Le'Veon, I blame a little this on Le'Veon for something that I think he burning his bridges by being on Twitter.
Oh, absolutely.
Showing themselves at the clubs and sitting here doing all this stuff while your team playing.
Oh, yeah. And, you balling out and you giving up, give up $3 million in 3 weeks, right? And you man, ain't nobody paying him no attention. Like, no, I know I ain't playing. I'm not even thinking about bringing him into my organization. I don't think so. So what? Okay. So in 2 years you can try to stick me up for a couple $1 million? I don't think so. Right. I don't know why I think people don't be paying attention to that kind of stuff. We see it. You know what I mean? We see it. We definitely see it. Let's go back to the thing that happened last Thursday night, which was amazing, right? And I'm telling you, it was like a storybook. It was like one of them old movies. Remember the Titan with Denzel Washington as the lead coach, man? Right. The part of Hugh Jackson be played by Denzel Washington. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I mean? So, your boy Tyrod Taylor gets busted up so bad. And there's, my brother was telling me how this looks so scripted. And honestly, when I watched the game back, it did look like a movie, right? It did. You know what I mean? Right. They down 13 points or something like that. And if you look at the hit on Tyrod Taylor, it was so weird. Like, he goes down and and then he grabs his helmet like this. And I was like, why is this? I'm a wrestling fan, right? I'm a fan of the kayfabe now. I love the kayfabe, okay? And this kind of looked to me like, wow, really? You got to go through the whole motions of grabbing the helmet and the whole nine, and then he get up and he all like, jog off. Enter hero Baker Mayfield. You know what I'm saying, right? To save the day, to bring the Cleveland Browns. Not only did he bring them back from a deficit, which was by design, but he gave them their first win in 2 years, right? It's a very big deal, So to finish it all up, you get Hugh Jackson on the podium. Remember, his part is being played by Denzel Washington, right? And they ask him what he planning on doing next week, and he's like, you know what? I got to look at the tape. I don't really know what I.
Dang, get to look at.
Oh my God!
It's playing the day like it was to us.
Absolutely, right? But at the end of the day, though, like, I was on Twitter, right? And so I saw Tyrod kind of having some struggles, right? Early in the second quarter, he was struggling a little bit. That's why I tweeted out, "Start the clock on Baker Mayfield's entrance." I just tweeted it out, and that's what I did. And I'm telling you, 15 minutes later, there you go, strapping the helmet on, trotting on the field. You know what I mean? But either way, watching it though, I loved it. I never got that much entertainment out of watching two subpar NFL teams battle it out. But it was entertaining. It was fun. It was a whole lot of fun to see that play out. While you was watching it, what was you thinking about?
Number one, I love me some. I don't know if it's Tyrod Taylor, but he ain't nothing but check down Charlie. He refused to make mistakes. He ain't gonna try to make mistakes. He's trying to nickel and dime his way down the field, and that's not gonna work right now. Hugh Jackson's job is on the line. You got a well-rounded team in the Cleveland Browns. Let's go ahead and get this stuff started. And when Baker Mayfield got on the field, he was hitting his targets left, right, up, down. Had what was it called? The Cleveland. What was the Cleveland special?
The Cleveland Steamer or whatever it was.
Something like that. You know. So he just made the most of what he doing.
He did.
I give him credit. He kept his composure. He didn't act like the usual Oklahoma Sooner, grabbing his crotch and stumps like. He kept his composure like a professional. So I'm cool with that. But I like me some Baker Mayfield. I like me some Tyrod Taylor. But
and you know, I knew
when
we started the season. I'm just listening to the rhetoric, right? I'm listening to the hoopla surrounding the Cleveland Browns quarterback situation. And I'm like, why are we doing this? Like, why are we playing this game? Why? Look, y'all already know what it like. Why are you wasting everybody's time with this nonsense? I mean, like I said, I'm a fan of the kayfabe. I love it, right? I'm a huge wrestling fan, but because that's all it was to me. It was like, let's just pretend. Like, you know, the whole thing with the whole Hard Knocks, it kind of fed into that whole thing. Oh, well, congratulations, Baker Mayfield. I just want to let you know that you won the backup position job. Really? I didn't know I was competing for it. I'm the #1 overall pick. What are you doing? You know, and a lot of people say, and that's what I wanted to ask you. I went through that whole story because some people tell me, I've been reading online, that if they had just cut all the BS and did what everybody else in the league has done, because now everybody has started their rookie quarterback, right? Every one of them has now made a debut, and they said they weren't going to do it, and they have, right? If now, how do you feel about if the Cleveland Browns had started Baker Mayfield from week 1? Where would they be? Some people believe they'd be undefeated right now. Some people listen. We saw what happened in week 1, right? Against the Steelers, right? They should have won that game, right? They blew a couple of chances with the crazy field goal stuff and the overtime and all that. Saw the second game. Who was that against? That was against who was the second game against? The Saints, right? No, it was against the Saints.
I think it was against the Saints. Yeah,
they almost had that one too. You know what I'm saying? Right. For some faulty kicking in that game too, right?
Right.
You know, and then now they bring in Baker Mayfield week 3 against a formidable opponent. You know, and they win the game, right? Like, and then so I'm sitting there like, why didn't we do this from the beginning? Like, you know.
Well, this is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
If I knew the Steelers was gonna be the Steelers that we see right now, yes, I agree with you. But you know, you don't bring in your rookie quarterback going up against the Steelers.
Yeah.
It was in Cleveland, right? I think it was in Cleveland.
It was in Cleveland. It was the home opener.
That's not the team you want to bring your rookie quarterback in.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the second game, it was on the kicker. It was on nobody else but the kicker's fault. So I always think old school. You don't bring in your rookie quarterback, let them sit out a year and let them learn the system. I know that's opposed to what everybody's thinking, but that's how I feel. But it gets just like I said, Hugh Jackson's job's on the line. Go ahead, throw him up there. But let me tell you this. You know who's the dumbass of the weekend?
Who that?
What's his name? Steve Wilkes.
Oh, yeah.
Head coach for the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to bring in Josh Rosen. The spot that you had in. You put too much pressure on your rookie quarterback to try to win the game. He threw 2 or 3 interceptions against my hometown Bears. So no, that's
but
not.
You know what though? I hear the story about the learning tree, and you know, and I'm a fan of it. But when it's deemed necessary, I think about people who didn't have the opportunity sit up under the learning tree, a la Cam Newton or Marcus Mariota or Jameis Winston. You know, people like that. You know, listen, Pat Mahomes, he got to hang out with Alex Smith.
Yeah, Alex Smith,
one of the best. He's a top 10, top 15 quarterback, right? You have other people, Mitchell Trubisky. You know, I forgot who he was behind the year before. He wasn't an amazing quarterback, but he was somebody that we could learn something from, right? Even with
no.
It wasn't Trubisky.
He was behind.
Okay, it wasn't Trubisky.
Tampa Bay's.
Oh, Fitzpatrick.
No. McGlennon.
Oh yes, right. Yeah.
Mike Glennon.
Okay, so
no,
scratch Trubisky.
I don't want
so scratch Trubisky. Okay, okay. But it was other people. You know, even you go back to Aaron Rodgers. You know, Peyton Manning, all of them. Like, if you can afford to send to the learning tree, yeah, let's do it. But you know, some people you can't do it. Look, Cam Newton came into the league. He lost the first 5 games of his career. you're a rookie quarterback. You come into the worst team in the league. You get drafted #1 overall. You ain't going to a team that just won a Super Bowl. That's just the way it works, right?
Right.
You know, and so you can't afford it. Like, in my opinion, if you're the Cleveland Browns, you ain't won a game in 2 freaking years, right? You on your what we on quarterback number 31 since Bernie Kosar.
Somewhere up there, yeah. Exactly.
Ain't no time. I mean, I know you brought in the veteran quarterback in Tyrod Taylor, but it's Tyrod Taylor. What is he? Look, I'm just saying. Like, no disrespect to Tyrod Taylor,
right?
I'm just saying he ain't no Alex Smith. He ain't no Kirk Cousins. He ain't even no Case Keenum. Like, them dudes they could bring something to a young Rick. I don't think Tyrod Taylor was so busy trying to win the job and be the starter. He wasn't thinking about trying to share no knowledge with no young Baker Mayfield. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's why we're in the situation we're in now. You know what I mean? So,
we'll see how this goes. You know, this is only one game. I don't know who they playing next week. Oakland?
Yeah, I think they got the Raiders. Yeah, they do. Yeah.
In Oakland. So then they got Baltimore. Then they got the Chargers. So we're going to see what you got.
Yeah, we'll see. But I'm telling you, by the way the season going, though, I don't know. It's hard to put your money away. These days, I'm telling you,
man,
right?
I don't know how to pick these games.
I'm telling you, you know what I mean? So I don't know. But so what else was there left to talk about? What you think about your boy 13 touchdowns in his first,
He the truth.
Yeah.
He the truth.
Yeah.
13 touchdowns, no interceptions in first 3 games. He broke a record, right?
Yeah, he did.
That's what I understand.
Yeah. Set a new one.
And when he threw that sidearm running, I was sold right there.
Yeah. Listen, man, that dude, I mean, I know he's a second year man. Even though when I saw him, they let him play a little bit last year. I didn't think he had this. I didn't think that he was packing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now I completely 100% understand the move. Like, let's just do it. Like, I mean, because they saw it in practice. Like, look, man, let's go ahead and trade Smith while we can, while he's still got a good name out there. People pay. They give us some good value for him. But Mahomes is like, oh my God. I mean, on this pace here. Oh my God, I'm telling you, like, only thing about him that kind of worries me is like this whole regular, like if we get into a situation where we get the Chiefs in the playoffs, the Rams in the playoffs, we get the
Jacksonville
in the playoffs. If we get teams like that in the playoffs, man, and like these young boys get in there, I just got a feeling that playoff football, we're gonna really see what they're about. I'm telling you, like, I mean, we already saw Jared Goff in his first playoff appearance, one and done, didn't do nothing. They're caught in the headlights. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't saying that's what Patrick Mahomes is gonna be like, because we ain't seen that yet. But it's just at the pace that he's going on. I mean, it look like they probably gonna be in that playoff picture, right?
But I'll take that chance. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He might be one and done, but you know what you got in the quarterback, so you can build off of that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
That same thing that Jared Goff, they're building off of that. Okay, we know we got our quarterback. Let's go build around him.
Yeah, I mean, I think KC got something good going on right now. I thought the change at the beginning, at the end of last season was sudden, because I was like, look, man, y'all was right there. Y'all right there. Y'all close. But then they made that change, and I was like, oh, well, this ain't gonna work. But yeah, yes, it is. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it is. Right. Now I've been watching this NFC South dog fight. And now it looked like so we still got Tampa, who is balling out of control. They undefeated right now, right? They play tonight, don't they?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll see how that's gonna work out. But then we got who lost in overtime yesterday? The Falcons, right? Falcons lost in overtime, which puts them at 1-2. Saints are 1-2, right?
No. Yeah, Atlanta's 1-2. Saints is 2-1. Tied with you guys.
Panthers 2-1. Yeah, right. But so they put Atlanta at the bottom, right? 1-2.
Yeah.
And in a weird team like Tampa, let me ask you, man. I know it's week 3. Jameis Winston, technically,
hell no.
I'm just saying.
I thought I had my clipboard here. That's what he be holding when he comes back off of suspension.
Look, technically, this the last game, right?
Let Tampa Bay win this game against the Steelers.
Right.
I can tell you exactly how the coach gonna pull him to the side. Like, you know what? Yeah. I'm glad you're back from your suspension.
Yeah.
But right now we hot.
Yeah.
We don't need you come up in there messing up anything. So we gonna let Fitzmagic do his magic.
What is number 1 overall pick? What's the number 2?
It's between him and Mariota. I think Mariota was 1 and he
It
was
was 2 or something like that, bro. But he's a super high pick. He's the face of your franchise. Okay.
Who?
Jameis Winston.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He the face of your franchise. Now, look, you ain't got a whole lot of money wrapped up in him right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, man. See, what's bad for him is that this is contract time, right? For him, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now we think about it. I'm with you. I don't think we see Jameis Winston in the Bucks jersey again. I think it's over. You know what I mean?
He better learn how to be a backup.
Yeah, I think it's over, man.
Yeah.
So, but you know what? It's one of them things, though, man. Everybody looking for the collapse of Fitzmagic, right?
It's coming.
You think it's coming? I believe after all his mistakes in the past, I think he got a good thing right now, and I believe that he gonna make the most of this one. I don't think he gonna because I think it was money last time, man. I think I think he got paid, and he was like, you know what, I'm the man now. You know what I mean? This is my team. Like this ain't his team. He he just borrowing it for a little bit. Because their quarterback just end up doing stupid stuff. So they gave him the keys for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I think he got better weapons on this one than he did in the past. Deshaun Jackson, the deep threat, Mike Evans, OJ, what's his name?
OJ Howard,
OJ Howard.
Yeah.
He got some good weapons now, man. He got a nice little defense too. So
yeah.
This might stretch out. This might stretch out for the whole season, bro.
It might. It might. I just got a feeling especially since his contract is coming up. Well, basically they can exercise because he's a high round draft pick, so they could exercise a 5th-year option on him. But I mean, it's a weird situation for him. I'm kind of nervous for him. I'm kind of nervous for him, man, because that's a rough one. It's a rough one. Because JB was talking about what was the man's name and who was there before him, who he replaced. They gave him the old okie doke. I did a video about him a long time ago. Character assassin Josh Freeman was his name.
Yeah, Josh Freeman.
Same situation, bro. That's what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? That's what it looked like.
Pretty much.
So I guess we can wrap up with these last couple of things. One of the things I wanted to discuss with you, because you saw it and you done heard me spit about it for the last three weeks or so. Carolina Panthers running back Christian McCaffrey, right? I'm not a huge fan of how they use him in Carolina. I think he finished yesterday's game with 180 yards, I want to say it was. Yeah, almost 200 yards.
Yeah.
So he's saying, I know what the critics say about me, right? But I can be your every down back. I can do it. You know what? I'm still on the fence. I think, and I did see the one of the big runs that he had. It was between the tackles. It was a play where he wasn't in space. Great, kudos. It's just I don't know, man. I don't know. And then I saw C.J. Anderson come in later and saw what he could do. Same type of play, except I see people fall off Anderson, but I see McCaffrey falling down all the time. So I'm in the camp as a Carolina Panthers fan. I don't care what they say. I know Pat Coltrane and the rest of the Panthers Nation. They always disagree with me on this. I don't know, man. Look, congratulations to the day that he had yesterday, Christian McCaffrey. I still don't feel like he's that guy. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Have you ever had that guy?
We had that guy in like Foster and back in the day, and Stephen Davis back in the day.
You had a two-headed monster.
Yeah, so we had some people,
I talked about this last week on TeamBoydTV Live. My thing is this: you got a good running back in Christian McCaffrey. I believe the fact that you guys have no passing game, you have no wide receivers to open it up. Everybody's like, "Oh, forget the longs. We're gonna stack the box."
Right. Yeah.
So anybody that you had back there behind Cam Newton gonna have problems running, except for Cam Newton.
Except for Cam, right?
You know what I'm saying?
He'll find a way to
me,
get it done.
it's not even. McCaffrey gonna have his spurts,
right?
Like he did yesterday. It's gonna be few and far between for the simple fact that he has no hole to hit because everybody clogging the box. So until y'all get a passing game, that's
you don't think Bird and Smith and the rest of them, you don't think they Funches, you don't think they threats? Like, Funches had a big day. He had caught a big
good and well Funches don't have hands like that.
Funches is your number one wide receiver, man.
So that tells you a whole lot there.
Funches is the man. Look, I think that group I like that group, man. I think that group is a lot faster than the group we had in the past. Listen, man, Is there a Ted Ginn Jr. on the squad? Probably not. But Ted Ginn Jr. was a 50-50 guy. He was a 50-50 dude.
He didn't have hands either at the time.
Right, he was a 50-50 dude.
I agree. Right,
He can get some separation, but he was a 50-50 dude.
Exactly.
And, then you have possession dudes like, if you go back, Steve Smith and, and Muhammad and all them dudes, but they wasn't running the yardage up because they couldn't get no yards after the catch. Even with Kelvin Benjamin, like that dude had negative yards after the catch. You know what I'm saying? So I think these young dudes, especially Demir Bird, is especially one of the ones. Torrey Smith, he's your journeyman.
How DJ Moore doing?
DJ Moore, look, they not really giving him the type of looks that I would appreciate. But I think he's having a slow start because his target number is a little bit. I think once Cam feel a little bit more comfortable with him, he's gonna be a breakout guy. I believe. Okay. Until we get Curtis Samuel up to speed, because he always somewhere hurt somewhere. But we ain't got no nothing. This is the one I wanted to finish the day out on. We don't have no Calvin Ridley though. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Right.
That's true.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he had a day, and I'm telling you, if that right there, if you're a player, somebody who represents the NFC South team, and and Calvin really don't make you nervous, something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that boy bad. He's a bad boy. You know what I mean? Like, and he was getting off, right? So all this talk about Julio this, Julio that, the new this, the new that, man, let that young boy have a day. You know what I'm saying? Right? And to me, that is ridiculously scary.
And I'm gonna put it to you like this: with Atlanta Falcons having all these weapons, is Matt Ryan gonna use them?
He used them yesterday. Yeah, I mean, what he finished with 463 yards yesterday. He threw the ball 49 times.
Right. I hope Steve Sarkisian got his act together and got some good offensive plays from him, because there's a lot of stuff over there in Atlanta that's not being used the right way.
Being used right. Look, I'm telling you what he's gonna do. He's gonna call up old boy. I'm pretty sure he willing to talk shop now because his quarterback done went down, so he can't be sneaky anyway.
Right.
Find out how to get the most juice out of Matt Ryan and the wide receivers. Because look, when Shanahan was there, he got them to the Super Bowl, man. They had that offense was powerful. You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. You definitely tell it's been dialed back a little bit, and the players they ain't changed. They still got the same wide receiver core, if not better, this year than they were. When they made that Super Bowl run. Right. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, they definitely scary. Luckily, got one more visit with them. They gotta come see us, I believe. And they beat us in their house. So they gotta come to Charlotte. So we'll see. I think we get a win over them. I don't think we're gonna see a sweep this year. But how you feel about the first show, man?
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. Everything. It was smooth. It's gonna get better as we go.
It's gonna get better. Yeah, because basically I wanna get some urban arena action out of this. So we'll try to work the logistics out a little bit. So I think what we kind of have to do is probably put like links to, because linking things to Facebook through Twitter is a bit of a challenge. So it's it's weird. So we'll have to figure it out. But for those who came through, even for a little bit of time to check us out, just was curious about what was going on. Like, why Bigg Q and Glass followed out. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all stopping through. Yes, definitely appreciate that. And so you can catch us. Well, I'll put this up over first, right?
Oh, believe me, this was great. The future is looking bright for this situation. Appreciate it. But if you don't catch me here on the Fallout, if you don't catch me here with TeamBoydTV live, you can catch me at GetWittedSports, place where you get your sports with a swag. Me and my partner Brandon do the same thing that we're doing here. You can follow me on Twitter at GetWittedSports. You can follow me, read the blogs at GetWittedSports.wordpress.com. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook /GetWittedSports, and email me at GetWittedSports2. That's the number 2 at gmail.com. Good stuff, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. I can't wait for Wednesday night. So in a couple of days, the fellas will
I can lick my wounds.
We're gonna reconvene. JB is gonna be off the chain. So for people who like that kind of stuff, we'll look forward to his antics on Wednesday night, right? So it should be something fun to watch. And I'm pretty sure Heather Nation and the DBN will be out in full force as well. So it should be good. It should be a good show. I think we got something really nice going on this Wednesday night when we'll recap all the games and stuff. Like, here we just debate the big topics or whatever. And if you guys like this kind of thing, man, make sure you share this video. Let us know that you appreciate it. That's how we know that we're on the right track. Make sure you like it. Make sure you share it. If you think this format is dope, let us know in the comment section or whatever the case may be. And again, you can always tweet us. Like I said, he already gave you his Twitter. Mine is at TeamBoydTV. You can catch me on Twitter and on Instagram. And you can subscribe to the channels on Twitch and YouTube. And until next time, we'll catch y'all, man. And y'all take it easy. Peace.
All right, football fans, the 2018 Team Boyd TV online programming campaign has begun. Team Boyd TV Live will be airing live on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. We also have the Team Boyd TV present the Black and Blue podcast, which will be airing on Tuesday nights at 7:30 p.m. We also have Team Boyd TV Game Time, with your picks for the week, which will be airing on Saturdays. Follow us on all of our social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Also subscribe to us on Twitch for all your NFL coverage for 2018.